As archers, we can all agree that technological advancement has simplified our lives. Before the invention of trail recording devices, researchers had no idea what was lurking in the forests unless they went there themselves. Trail cameras have completely transformed the hunting industry, revealing the terrifying phenomena that no one could have imagined before. In this video, we'll discuss the recent discovery of some unbelievable trail cam footage. Let's get started. The girl in the air. A Russian guy is seen simply strolling with his dog in this video captured in 2009, a very long time ago. At first, everything appeared to be going normally, with the dog seeming very pleased to be outside in the forest with plenty of territory to discover, and its owner doing his best to comfort the dog and convince him to return with him. Nevertheless, right before the video was over, a strange occurrence took place. A woman wearing an orange blazer and a little kid wearing a pink coat were strolling together a few meters from the dog and the person who had it. What was even stranger was that the girl appeared to be weightless as she floated through the air. It seemed as though the woman had witnessed the child floating on prior occasions. The woman was staring up at the youngster calmly, as if nothing out of the ordinary was happening. If we were to come across a female flying through the air, we would be at a loss for what to do, and most likely become immobile out of surprise. A slight shake occurred in the recording device, and by the time it switched back on the woman and the small girl, the woman had the girl in her grasp and was pulling her farther from the guy. The man ultimately successfully calmed down his dog, but now that he has witnessed a creepy and wild floating girl, he needs to find a way to settle himself down as well. An attempted attack by Grizzly. Nothing supernatural is occurring in this video, yet it can still give you the willies. A grizzly bear is captured on cam, and for some unfathomable reason, he seems to dislike being the center of attention. This would be the final thing we would witness if a grizzly bear ever assaulted us, and it is evident that this is what had been going through this man's thoughts while he was confronting a grizzly bear. The hunter appears to be getting ready for something by pointing his dual barrel toward the woods, while doing so with great anxiety. Since the grizzly bear was only a juvenile and not an entirely grown mature, the hunter could escape unharmed. If the bear had been a grown-up, the situation's outcome would have been considerably worse. Luckily, the hunter was able to maintain his cool and make use of his double barrel to defend himself. The crying woman, or what? We must pay more attention to the audio in the following video than the visuals. The video shows a man strolling through a wooded area in the middle of the night for who wonders what cause. But the strangest part is that if we turn up the tape's volume, we can hear what sounds like a woman weeping. The weeping does not appear to be the roar of a mountain lion, rather it appears to have an unnaturally human quality. As a result, numerous individuals believe this is the work of La Llorona, a fabled furious spirit associated with Hispanic American culture. According to the legend, La Llorona is said to wander near streams of water while lamenting the loss of her kids, whom she had previously strangled. However, the actual events happening here could appear more depressing than frightening. Cops sent in to contend with the noise also recorded the crying he could hear. The sobbing can be traced back to a woman diagnosed with schizophrenia who, according to reports, was abandoned by her family members after they could no longer care for her condition. The lights from a UFO. A trail camera caught some unexplained lights on a tape in the year 2014. The video shows some deer munching in the space surrounding the camera, but it also appears to have filled some weird lights in the vicinity of the camera. The image of the deer shows up first, followed by a dull light that gradually becomes stronger through the succeeding shots. After some time, a few irregular forms begin to materialize in the pitch-black sky. Many believe this must be a being from another planet because it was seen on camera. The property owners claimed that the trailing device was infrared and that there wasn't a possibility that it could have predicted such a bright light because of its design. They even gave credence to the theory that the source of the light was an extraterrestrial craft. No matter how hard we try, we'll always need help to figure out what exactly that was. Whether or not it's a flying plane, the situation is still very intriguing and unsettling. The presence of a Sasquatch. In this clip, we can view a video from a trail camera that captured two different deer. A researcher interested in studying wolves on the Rocky Mountain slopes installed this trail recorder to gather data in that area. However, very quickly he discovers something peculiar about the tapes. A shadow can be seen within the perimeter of the trees, although it's quite challenging to spot at night. The tape also takes place in the early hours of the day, when we can more clearly identify what that shade was. It resembles a large brown hairy person who looks to be concealing or resting in that position, moving gradually to look real and not simply some meaningless data. People have hypothesized that this is an observation of a Bigfoot or Sasquatch after seeing what they believe to be the creature. But how come the deer did not become alarmed by it being around and run away? A terrifyingly towering figure. The following clip shows a little youngster preparing his video camera to record himself riding his brand new bicycle. Everything is operating normally up to this point, but you may notice something approaching as he is cycling away among the woods in the distance. An extremely tall persona, measuring almost a third of the tree's size, is gradually making its way across the field to the spot where the youngster fled. As the boy makes his way back, it does not appear that he has taken the attention of the tall being. After recording it, he told everyone that the automobile visible in the background at the final moment of the video had seen what it was in the surrounding area and dashed over to alert him that he needed to get away from there as soon as possible. What was that thing? It seemed way too huge to be a person, and it moved in an extremely bizarre manner. A white dress figure. The following video was captured by an uncrewed craft in the Cannock Chase region of the United Kingdom, which is well known as one of the most haunted places in the country due to its eerie history and reported sightings of spectral beings. The footage shows the drone making a search-like sweep through the woods. It reaches a point where it appears beyond the cover of the trees. A closer look reveals an oddity, a woman in a white outfit and black hair. The drone comes down for a closer inspection and sees the same white-clad person standing still, but with hands seemingly moving. Cannock Chase is renowned for such encounters and is considered one of the most famously ghostly sites in the United Kingdom. However, the significance of this video would be null and void if it were seen in isolation. Many witnesses have described seeing children with dark circles under their eyes, clad entirely in white, and making unexplained sounds like sobbing. In addition, it looked like baby dolls were attached to trees or left standing all over the woods. According to local legend, Raymond Leslie Morris, the major defendant in the brutal murder of Christian Darby, 7, and the vanishing of a pair of other young girls in the region in the 1960s, is responsible for the supernatural occurrences in the area. Since ancient times, people have believed that the forest is haunted by the souls of who died there. If you've been enjoying our content so far, subscribing to the channel is the best way to show your support and stay up to date with all of our latest videos. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family.